Hello, Namaskar, Jai Jinendra. How are all of you doing? Well, today, are you here for some help with your English? Well, you are in the right place. You just need to ask, and there are so many different ways to ask for help in English. Yes, you have guessed the topic correctly. The topic for today is how to ask for help in different ways. So, today I am going to share some very common expressions and a few collocations to help you confidently ask for help in English. So, let us begin with the basics. First of all, when we need to ask for help, there are three modal verbs that we use most commonly. First one, can. Can you help me? Can. Can you help me? Which means, are you able to help me? Second one, could. Could you help me? Could. Could you help me? Which means that is it possible for you to help me? And please remember that could is a more polite way of asking for help. Third, would. Would you help me? Which means, are you willing to help me? Would. Would you help me? Which means, are you willing to help me? There are other modal verbs which are possible too, but these three are the most common ones which we use while asking for help. But if you want to be extra polite, it is always a very good idea to include would you mind. For example, would you mind helping me? So these are the common expressions these are the common modals that we use. Now let us move on to the expressions. The first expression, to give someone a hand. To lend someone a hand. Yes, it's a very common way to ask for a help. Now, I use this expression all the time. Let me give you a few examples. Can you give me a hand for a minute? Can you give me a hand for a minute? Which means, can you help me out for a minute? Could you lend me a hand? Could you lend me a hand? That is, can you please help me out? And it's, of course, as I said earlier, it's a more polite way of asking for help. And please remember, this is the most casual and relaxed way to ask for the help. Another example, can you give me a hand with these shopping bags? They're really heavy, right? I hope this is now understood. Let's move on to the second expression, which is again a very commonly used one to help someone out. Help me out, help you out, help them out, help anybody out, help everybody out. So when you are using this verb, you need to say who needs the help. I'll give you an example. I need to make a working model. Can you help me out? I'll repeat. I need to make a working model. Can you help me out? I would really like to help you out, but I have to go out with my family on Saturday. I would really like to help you out, but I have to go out with my family on Saturday. Another usage, please pay attention to this. His parents helped him out when he bought his first house. His parents helped him out when he bought his first house. In this context, this means that the parents gave him money. So to help out can be used in two ways. First, as we used earlier, it can be any assistance. You need help to make a working model. You need help with your shopping bags, anything. And second is, it can be with money. For example, his parents helped him out when he bought his first house. Let's move on to the third expression. To do someone a favor. Could you do me a favor? Can I ask you for a favor? Again, a very commonly used way. Now, when you are asking for help, these are the great expressions to use. Could you do me a favor? Can I ask you for a favor? But remember, once you have asked someone for a favor, you also owe someone a favor. You have helped me out, so I owe you a favor. When I say I owe you a favor, it is a way to show that I appreciate the fact that you have helped me out. You have gone out of the way and you have helped me out. So these are a few very commonly used one. Another one, and I'll give you a vague one this time. I could use some help. Now, this expression is vague, as I said. Why? Because I am not being specific about the help that I need or from whom do I need the help. But it is very often used in a professional context or sometimes, in personal lives also. I'll give you an example. For example, your mother is working in the kitchen and she says, I could use help in the kitchen, or I could use help with dinner, which means she's saying that anybody can come and help me in preparing the dinner, or anybody can come and help me in the kitchen. So she's not specifying, right? But I can specify also, for example, I could use your help in moving this furniture. I could use your help in moving this furniture. So it can be a vague and it can be a specific one also. Another very, very similar usage, I could use a hand. I could use a hand. These bags are really heavy. I could use a hand. I am struggling with this work. So these are a few very common expressions that I have given you. And of course, some of them are a little tricky one, but you have to try and focus on these ones. And as I said, how can you master them? You can master them with the great practice. And what would be the great practice here? Ask for help politely from as many people as you can, and do not forget to offer your help to as many people as you can. Thanks for watching and do share your experiences here. Thank you so much. Bye bye for now. I'll see you tomorrow.